What's going on, you guys? This is Bridget Kelly, and you are locked into We Talk Weekly.
Today we have Cherry Charleston Harris. She was born and raised in Demopolis, Alabama. Miss Harris is a mother and a grandmother. She's also an author. Let's talk about the books that she has and what inspired them, and her living in Germany for 20 years. Let's give a warm We Talk Weekly welcome to Miss Cherry Charleston Harris.
Hey, how are you?
Hello. Hi.
How are
Thank you
you?
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm great. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Let's jump right into it. Author, you're doing a lot of things over there. What got you into writing this? For some
I'm,
people, it's a little challenging to start writing. But what got you into it?
I'm sorry, you're not coming in very clear. I guess I'm having some difficulty.
Okay.
Um, but can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, great. Well, the books are children's books entitled Oma and Me. Oma is the German word for grandma. I lived in Germany for 20 years. That's where I raised my children. And so they're based on my experiences with my grandson, Ethan. He is actually the little boy in the book. So he's the storyteller. And
Awesome.
although the books are classified as fiction, they are based on real life experiences that Ethan and I have shared together.
Fantastic, fantastic. And so, yeah, Ethan, right? When you think of inspirations, was he like an inspiration for you? Did he, kick something off for you to start writing?
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. The greatest joy I have is my grandchildren. I actually have six grandchildren, but Ethan is the only one that is actually close enough for me to visit with and spend a lot of quality time with in person. The others I do share with them online, FaceTime and all, but I get to go and see Ethan in person. And so we have bonded and we have had so many wonderful times together. So, yes, he is the inspiration behind the books.
Wow, wow. And you mentioned that you lived in Germany for 20 years. Tell us about that experience. And I mean, you hear different stories. I'm not sure what time frame it was, but is it a different space than over here in the States?
Yes, it's somewhat different. I went to Germany when I was married. I was married to an Army soldier in 1986. And we lived there. We stayed there beyond the tour. We separated from the military and stayed there. We did missionary work with our church. We had the opportunity to meet so many different cultures, talk to so many different people. Did a lot of traveling in Europe. So my children grew up in this multicultural atmosphere. They are all bilingual. Some of them speak more than two languages. They speak German, English. Some speak a little Spanish, French, and my daughter, which is Ethan's mother, she also speaks a little bit of Arabic, Swedish. So she is making good use of those languages. And so we had a wonderful time there, living in the culture, living among the people. The children went to German schools, public schools. So they grew up with a whole different train of thought when it comes to dealing with people, culture. They have an entirely different mindset than a lot of people in the US.
Nice, wonderful. So basically, it sounds like the exposure is what you gave your children. Is that what some of the books like Oma and Me Tell us more about it. I think it was like a fire station journey.
Yes. In the second book, A Trip to the Fire Station, we added a different element to the book because Ethan is also bilingual. He and his mother speak German at home. So in the book, he actually teaches German. There's a introductory page that where he says, "Hello, my name is Ethan. This is a story about me and my Oma. My mother grew up in Germany. We speak German at home. At the end of the story, I will teach you some of the words I know so that you can say them too." So Ethan also evolves into a teacher, sharing his second language with the children and parents that read the books. So we will add that in every book going forward. So we have When Oma Comes to Visit was the first book, came out in June 2021. A Trip to the Fire Station came out in March 2022. And then the third book, Oma Comes Home for Christmas, came out in January this year.
I love that. I love that. What would be, I guess, the age range for your book? And I think, when we talk about literacy, especially for children, is very important. And so, usually you have this book is for ages 0 through 12 or something like that. What would be the age range of your books that you put in there?
The books are for genre 3 through 9,
Okay.
ages 3 through 9.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you have a series of books. So what would be, it looks like that you're following this trajectory of constantly enforcing second languages, right? Has anyone ever approached you and said, English is a second language? Can you start creating books that, support second language going toward English, so to speak, if that makes sense?
It does. However, no one has approached me with that yet.
Okay.
But I do have in my vision, maybe next year or so, to write the main story in German.
Okay.
And have the 5 words from the book that we translate in English.
I love that.
And I thought about doing some Spanish.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, because, we have a diverse community here. So I like that you're, incorporating different languages. Do you have a picture of the book with you, around you? Can we see something?
Yes. I hope you can. I apologize. I had some trouble with my laptop. I really wanted to
That's
do
all
this
right.
on my laptop,
Oh, that's
but I
all
had
right.
some trouble. So I hope that you can see.
Yes,
This is
we
the
can.
first one.
I love
Oma
that.
and Me.
Yeah.
And the title is When Oma Comes to Visit. And this book just shares a lot of pictures of different things that Ethan and I do together. We run, we jump, we play ball, we sit and talk together, we read stories together. And sometimes I spend the night, I stay over for the weekend. So it's just various things. And so when I read this, when I go to book signings and I share with the children, we talk about all the different things they do with their grandmothers. And it's very interesting how the children begin to really open up and talk about how they bake cookies, how they play games, how they spend the night, all the wonderful things that they do with their grandmothers. So this is the first one, Oma and Me, When Oma Comes to Visit. The second one, Oma and Me, A Trip to the Train Station.
I love
And
it.
this book is based on a weekend when Ethan's mother had to go on a trip and he couldn't go. And he was very sad. So I went to stay with him and I took him to the fire station and he really enjoyed it. So this is all about that day, our little field trip to the fire station. And this one is based on when I came to visit him for Christmas in 2021. It's all about our experiences together, the tree, reading the Christmas story, eating the Christmas dinner, just all those fun things, playing with his new toys, all of these things. And I'd like to add too, the books are set to rhyme to make them more fun and more interesting for the children. So everyone that purchases the books, they tell me their children really love them. They really love them and enjoy them. And I do have some that, some stories I've already written. I've just got to set my timeline for publication. One that I think is going to be the next one is going to be called Phone Visits, and it's going to center around COVID-19 and how we couldn't visit, but then we did fun things on FaceTime.
I
We
love
did
it.
fun things together. We ate dinner together, ate breakfast together. We played games together. All these fun things we did. We stayed in touch with each other when we couldn't visit. So I think that's going to be the next one.
So you didn't start your next book yet.
Well, the book is written, but I haven't sent it to publication yet.
Okay. And I love the melanin in the book. And I love the fact that they're hugging each other. I love the love. I think that's very important to see. You're going to have to, in a minute, put out a box set with all of the books where someone can
Yes.
purchase all of the books at once, like a volume. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes. And if I may say, I also love the fact that here we are in print, happy, contented, healthy family, enjoying one another, the peace, the love, the delight of just visiting, just being together. I think this is something that our culture needs to see right now. We need to see
Absolutely.
that love. We need to see that wholesomeness, that joy, that excitement. This needs to be nurtured in our culture. And so that's important to me. And it's important for Ethan's childhood to be in print. Yes,
Nice.
this is his
Yeah.
childhood in print.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I just wanted to, give you a kudos and give you your flowers because it's so important that, black children are able to see themselves in these books. Because a lot of times when they have to read books for school and things like that, they don't often see themselves in the books. And I know,
Yes.
for myself specifically, when I was reading as a child, I loved to read, but a lot of times I didn't see myself in the books, So I think that would encourage like not only children to read more, to enjoy reading, and also to potentially become authors themselves, so that they can recreate or not recreate, so they can create books for other kids, as they get older. But yeah, I think that's important. Also, can you just talk a little bit about, because a lot of kids come from, unfortunately, dysfunctional families, and they're
Yes.
looking at this, and why is that so important that they see, you know, these characters and family and all that stuff?
Well, it's important because they need to know that they are somebody. And regardless as to how dysfunctional it may be at home, you can be a strong person. One of the things that always stands out when I do book readings, the children notice that there's no dad in the book.
Mm.
They pick up on that.
Yeah.
And they ask me about that. And they ask me, where is Ethan's dad? Why isn't Ethan's dad ever playing with him? We see his mommy, we see his grandma. Why isn't Ethan's dad there? Well, my daughter was a single parent for 8 years. She recently got married, so we're pretty happy about that. But she was a single parent. So the children pick up on that and they ask about that. They want to know, where's his dad? How does Ethan feel about his dad not being there? So it gives me an opportunity to talk to these children about their self-worth. Recently, I had two little boys come to me, and one of them said to me, well, my dad's in prison and I never see him. And the other one said, well, my dad, I don't see him and I wish he would come home for my birthday. He says, that's all I want is my dad to come to my birthday party. So the books open up an opportunity for me to talk to these kids, sometimes one-on-one, and reinforce for them the love that they are getting from their mothers, their uncles, their aunties, their grandmothers, that love is enough. to make them strong people. That love is enough to help them overcome. So this is why it's important to me to write and to show that Ethan is happy. He's not depressed. He's not down. He's not running around trying to get in trouble, because he's got all this love coming to him from all directions. And now his mom is married, and he has a dad, and he's excited about that. So the books open up all kinds of doors for the kids. And it, like I said, it gives me the opportunity to hear the children, to talk with them, and to let them know that they are special. They can be great people, that they have to focus on what they do have and not what they don't have.
I love that. I appreciate what you're doing for the kids. The kids are our future, and we know that. And they have to be nourished. Their little brains are still developing. The social emotional learning that they're doing and going through. They need to be shown and reinforced that there is love and people need you. So I appreciate that you're doing that. How can people purchase the book? I mean, that's the bottom line. Like, where can we go to find this book and support and get this to the little kids in our lives?
The books are available online, Amazon, or just about anywhere you can purchase online. They're available. Target.com, Walmart.com, booksamillion.com. They are available online. I don't have them on the shelves just yet, but you can purchase them just about anywhere online. Just go in and look for Oma and Me, or look for Charleston Harris, and you'll be able to order the book. Or you can order it from me. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can order from me. And if you want a personally autographed copy, you can just inbox me and we can hook up and I can get it to you.
Well, I'm going to slide in your inbox. I'm going to be sliding in your inbox so I can get an autographed copy, because I think this is important and I want to support the sister. And thanks for doing that. I would love to see one that, is showing, him with a father figure. I think we, little boys need to see more of those in their lives that, are supportive and a complete unit of a family. I would love to see that. And, but we're here to support you. Where can they find your social media, and how can I slide in your inbox?
Okay. On Instagram, it's Cherry Harris Books. Cherry Harris Books on Instagram, and on Facebook, just look for Cherry Harris.
I love
Cherry
it.
Harris on Facebook.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. But before I let you go, can you do me one big favor? And I'm going to pull you up. I want you to talk to the little boys and girls out there that, that need that love. I want you, if one of them was looking at you today and they were one of the kids that you were speaking to and you're showing them how much they're loved, I want you to talk to them right now.
Okay. I would say to the little boy or little girl that I'm talking to that you are a gift from God. You are special. And your circumstances do not dictate your future. Whatever you are dealing with, whatever you are going through in your life, it does not have to mandate how your future turns out. If you believe and work hard, trust, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. You can break free. Love yourself. Receive the love that others are giving you. Do not let negative things become your focus, but focus on your opportunities. This is what you need to uncover, and this is what you need to go after. So dream big, work hard, believe God, and do whatever's in your heart to do.
I love that. You make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming to the show. And one thing that we say on the show is once you come to the show, you're a friend to the show. So you're always welcome to come back. One more time, how can they get in contact with you and find you?
Facebook, just look for Cherry Harris on Facebook, and on Instagram, Cherry Harris Books. If you want to email me, my email is evgcherryharris@gmail.com.
What's going on, you guys? This is Bridget Kelly, and you are locked into We Talk Weekly.